Oh, hello. This is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe. In this video, I would like to demonstrate to you an example of template-based cooking using stir-fried broccoli as an initial starting point and how you modify this basic template to create variations. Recently, in another video, I have shown you how to stir-fry a perfect broccoli dish. In this video, I gave an example of my collaboration with one of the students in my cooking class, and I call her Mary in that video, and also for the purpose of this video. Now, Mary described to me what she called the perfect broccoli dish that she ever had, and she asked me whether I could work out how to make it the way how she expected. So I took it as a challenge. I went home and worked on it, and I figured out how to cook it. When I showed it to her, she was delighted because this is exactly what she expected. Since then, Mary has adopted my fast cooking system, which includes 4 attributes. That is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Several months later, she called me on the phone because she wanted to tell me one modification she has made to that dish, and she cook it quite regularly. And I was very excited how she make that dish into her regular routine. And I would like to provide you as an example to show how she used the template. So in cooking this dish, Mary basically used the same template for cooking the broccoli dish as she did earlier. I should call that her perfect broccoli dish. What she did is that she added 2 additional ingredients, that is carrot and white mushroom. As she found out, by adding these 2 ingredients, she can greatly change the nature of this dish and add an additional dimension to the dish. In here, I'm going to recreate this dish using the basic stir-fry broccoli template to show you that how modifying a template can lead to a lot of diversity of what you can cook. And of course, this is only the beginning. From this, you can actually add many other modifications and lead to even greater variations. So first of all, I have some broccoli florette already prepped in the refrigerator, and I also have some carrot that has been sliced previously. And furthermore, I have some white mushroom that I cut in small chunks. It took me about just a few minutes go through the refrigerator to find all the ingredients that I need. I'm ready to cook in about 5 minutes. For this dish, I'm going to use my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of canola oil to the wok. And I'm going to let the wok to heat up, and then when it starts to smoke gently, I turn the heat down and I let it smoke for about 15 seconds. This is time when the wok is being seasoned, and I call this method the spot seasoning method. If you're not familiar with this technique, you can take a look at this video. I add about 1 cup of carrot, and I turn the heat back to high. After I stir fry the carrot for about a few seconds, I add the broccoli to the wok. And now the basic step in cooking this dish is very similar to that basic broccoli stir-fry template. So what I did is that I would try to stir-fry the broccoli to make sure the florette to create a velvet soft texture. As you probably noticed that because the broccoli florette has a lot of space, so it absorbs oil rapidly. So when I discovered that there's not enough oil in the wok and the broccoli florette looks dry, I add some more oil. I use my oil squeeze bottle because it's much easier to dispense the oil. As you notice that the broccoli really is the star of the dish. There are far more broccoli in comparison to the carrot. So the carrots serve really 2 purposes. One is that to provide color to the dish, and another purpose is that the carrot also provide nutritional diversity, and it also gives taste texture to the dish. So I continue to stir fry the broccoli florette and the carrot, and at this point I can start to see that the florette that become noticeably softer. However, at this point I still feel that maybe I should add more oil. The broccoli florette will get burned if you don't have enough oil, and I don't want that to happen. So I decided to add more oil directly over the floret. By this time, I feel that the broccoli floret has pretty much achieved the texture that I'm looking for. It achieved that velvet soft texture. So the next step is I add about 1.5 cup of chopped mushroom. The mushroom is cut in chunks. The reason for that is that the mushroom cook quickly, and my wife liked the solid texture of the mushroom, so this will help the mushroom to retain its texture. Otherwise, if I cut the mushroom too soft, it will wilt away. A mushroom soaks up oil very rapidly. So after I add the mushroom, I decided that I'm going to add more oil to keep the dish relatively moist so that I can continue to make sure all the textures of the ingredients reach the point that I like. I stir fry the content for about 20 to 30 seconds until all the mushrooms are properly coated with oil. By this time, almost all the ingredients has pretty much achieved the texture that I am looking for. So next step is that I'm going to add some water to steam the vegetables, particularly to help the broccoli stem to reach the type of texture that I'm looking for. I want it to be slightly crunchy, but not too soft. I then test the texture of the broccoli, particularly the stem, and it is exactly how I like it. So I turn off the heat. Next, I season the vegetable with the basic seasoning mix that I put together. The idea of the seasoning mix is to enhance the natural flavor of the vegetable rather than to overwhelm them. If you want to learn more about this seasoning mix, you can take a look at this video. Okay, now the dish is done. The total cook time is less than 5 minutes. So as you can see, this followed the basic templates of the broccoli stir fry. And what I did in here, I make 2 modifications by adding carrots in the beginning and by adding mushroom at the end. But the entire cooking process is basically identical to when I just cooked the broccoli alone. Then next, I'm going to do what Mary told me that what she did with her dish. She said sometimes in the morning she would get up and she would prepare a lunch for her to take to work. And instead of like making a cold lunch, she would take out the wok and stir fry this dish. And it will only take her about 5 to 6 minutes, as I shown you here. She then would take 2 of her prep containers and she would put in about 1/3 with some white rice, which is about 1 cup of white rice. And then she would put the remaining with the broccoli stir fry that she just prepared. She told me that cooking with the wok is so easy. Sometimes she will actually do it before she goes to bed. Then she will have it ready the next morning. She feel that this is a much satisfying meal than eating a cold sandwich. This turned out to be also a very low-calorie lunch because the rice is about 200 calories and the vegetable probably about 150. So together, she consume only about 350 calories and she feel really good after she eat it, and she also feel full as well. She really enjoyed doing this because she told me that template-based cooking allow her to create so many different variations. She can just look at her refrigerator, what she has, and then she can cook whatever she wants. And on top of that, and she can season them in many different ways. So each day, she will have a variation to her lunch, and she never have to cook the same thing twice. Mary told me that she now do this type of approach for her lunch quite often. So she will always eat a low-calorie lunch. So in the evening, when she comes home, she can eat some meat or any other dishes that perhaps have a higher calorie content. So I hope this video gave you some idea of what you can do with the fast cooking system, which include flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. When you combine all these 4 attributes together, it gives you tremendous amount of flexibility that allow you to cook on a daily basis to provide you with a healthy and nutritious meal, all from fresh and unprocessed ingredients. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like icon below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you'd like to receive notifications of my future video postings. Thank you for watching. I will look for you next time.